Hanau is still in mourning. 1 year after a far-right terror attack, this German city is remembering the victims. Nearly 500 people gathered here at the main cemetery to pray for their loved ones. 3 of the 9 killed are buried next to each other. They were friends, born and raised in Hanau.
Our message is that the victims did not die in vain. Our message is that fellow countrymen, Germans, have died.
On February 19th last year, a gunman killed 9 young people with migrant backgrounds, most of them Turkish, in 2 shisha bars. He then killed his mother and himself. It later emerged the shooter was long known to authorities, having mental health problems as well as racist views. And critics say he should have been added to a watch list, which would have prevented him from owning a gun. Police are also under fire for not responding to emergency calls on the night of the attack. Officials said that was because the hotline wasn't sufficiently staffed. The government has conceded law enforcement failed in the case. A year later, officials are still dealing with the fallout.
Clarification and reprisals are not arbitrary. They are the responsibility of the state towards the public and, above all, towards their relatives.
Several vigils were held in remembrance of the victims, and on Friday, streets were renamed in their honor, and hundreds of people marched through the city, calling for justice and an end to discrimination.
On
the one hand, it's great that so many people came here to grieve together. But on the other hand, there's also anger, because something happened that could have been prevented.
There should be consequences and lessons that follow. It starts with education, structural racism and discrimination that needs to be discussed at a young age to counter it.
Many here are still in shock over the horrible attack. They say they never expected such a crime could happen in their hometown. Yet it's evidence of the rising anti-Muslim and racist sentiments sweeping through Germany and much of Europe. 9 young people lost their lives in the murderous rampage, 3 of them right here. Hanau residents now want this terrible crime to never be forgotten and are calling on firm action against racism. Family and friends of the victims say it will take more than time to process their pain. Sibel Karkush, TRT World, Hanau.